Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a very exciting unboxing video to share with you guys. So Nicholas from Rob Johnson's Knives messaged me with a tracking number. Initially no other information. And I said, what is this? And he said it's a knife. So I don't know what this is, but he's got something he clearly wants me to share with everybody. And if you're familiar with Rob Johnson's, right, I made a big deal about the cedar. These knives are made very small batch in Latvia, very ultra high end semi-custom territory, and I very much enjoyed the cedar. So whatever this is, I'm sure it's really exciting. I will link his website down in the description. I think there are some things that are available, but these are not mass-produced knives, so don't expect anything to be stacked up on the shelves. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and find out what we've got here. By the way, Nicholas, I received all the, we got the chocolates also out of the packages. My wife was really excited about that, so thank you very much. Today's video is not a review. We're just doing an unboxing and oh boy. Hold on, let me finish that sentence. We're just doing an unboxing and first impressions. What do we have here? Oh my gosh, look at that pivot. Oh no. Oh my, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, this must be, you got the Cypress and the cedar, right? Or this, no, this is the Cypress. Am I mixing them up now? This is the newest version. I have the Cypress. I have the cedar. I'm messing this up. Here, it says on the other, here it is. This is the Cypress. Oh, it's in Vanax with the 3D cubes. Yes, okay, excellent. So there's your information there. So this is the Cypress. I'm sorry, I'm getting that mixed up there. Oh boy, let's get this out of here. I love the texturing and the polish. Oh my gosh, this is absurd. Let's take a moment to appreciate what has been done here. So it's a 3D cubes texturing where each wall of the cube, sorry about that, my dryer is going off. Each wall of the cube is individually textured. So not only do we have this beautiful optical illusion that comes with this pattern, but we also have light reflecting off of each wall in such a satisfying way. I mean, the depth of this, it feels impossible. I expect to touch it and have my fingers sink in to what I assume are very deep areas of the titanium, when in fact it's all on the surface. This is the craziest three-dimensional effect I have ever seen on a pocket knife. This is, I can only imagine, if you guys don't have this cranked up to 4K, this is just wild, man. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that pocket clip. Oh man, texturing on both sides. Look how beautiful the pivot is. This is stunning. Okay, I know. You guys are like, get the blade out. Oh yes, I was hoping. So this is in Vanax. But I know that you do a few different finishes for your blades. He must know. He must know that I like the Terminator look, right? Look at that awesome blade. Man, what is even happening here with this? This is stepped. It is. Oh, those lines are so fine. Honestly, so this is crazy. It actually looks like there's something swimming underneath, but the lines in the blade are so fine that it looks like there's, you know, like in Thor, and they have like the Rosen bridge, and it looks like there's energy moving under the bridge. That's what this blade looks like. This is wild, man. This is wild. Of course, it's impossibly smooth. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Thumb stud on one side. We've got a frame lock here. Very cool. detent is very nicely tuned. So this is more of a thuddy. No, there is a slight click. It's just not very audible, right? Perfect centering. Oh, man. So let's take a look at that thumb stud there. That's so cool. Is this slightly angled? No. I felt like for a second maybe the thumb stud was slightly angled. So we have like a tumbled flat here, and then whatever you want to call this. There are actually little rows. Hold on. Let me zoom in here, see if we can see. Look at this. 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 It's like the rings of Saturn from a long ways away. Look. Oh, I love details like this. It's so cool. Look at the edge. We have a mirror polished edge. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh. We might as well, while we're here, we might as well look at the detail of this machining up close. I don't do this as often anymore. I said that I was going to do it more often, and I don't. Beautiful. Obviously done by machine, but really nice to look at up close. Let's look at the pocket clip. Wow. Sorry about my gross fingers there. Lump underneath the clip. I always like it when it drops and then rises, right? So, I don't know. It might be pinchy, might not. We'll have to, obviously going to take this for a test run. Beautiful polishing back here. I've got my fingerprints all over it, but absolutely beautiful polishing. This is exquisite. So it's obviously going to cost a pretty penny. But what tier are we in? So you could say Koenig. You could say Oz Machine Company, right? You could say Holt. You could say Herman, right? This is the territory that we're in. And if his prices are similar to this when I got the cedar, I think maybe they're a little more now. I think his stuff is some of the best priced in the category. This is absolutely not in the same category as something from WE knives or, like your Chinese production knives, right? I'm not just talking about because it's shiny or because it has a fun pattern. No, I'm talking about the way that they are making these. One at a time, probably hand-tuned, hand-assembled, right? Probably some handwork in the blade, almost certainly hand-sharpened. This would be a very slow process for each individual knife. They probably only make a few parts at a time. In some cases, there are certain processes with the knife that they probably do one at a time. It's almost certainly him and maybe one or two other people, or might just be him. That's very, very costly, especially considering he's outsourcing essentially nothing. Sometimes you see things like screws or, bearings or whatever, but I think he's actually doing everything in-house. That is spectacular. Spectacular. Very, very smooth, considering it's a very lightweight blade. We have the relief cut on the inside, which does look really, really good. I always hear that this weakens the lock bar, but truthfully, it's just like I said when I reviewed. There was a couple of knives here lately that I reviewed where the lock bar was on the inside. Whether or not it does, as long as you use the knife responsibly, you should probably be okay, right? I think it comes down to the individual maker. I personally have carried and used knives with the lock bar on the inside, the lock bar on the outside. I've never used anything hard enough where I felt like the stress was making one system obviously better than the other. Personally, I have no idea, but that's what I hear, right? But man, does it look good. I gotta admit, it looks beautiful. Wow. Okay. Slight lock stick. I'll point that out here. We do have a steel lock bar insert though, so that should work itself out, but just a little tiny bit. Almost nothing. Engagement is good. You can see the little black marks there. Let's go ahead and measure it and weigh it. Overall length coming in at 7.5 inches. Smaller than I thought, but that's fine. 3 1/4 inches of blade. 3 1/8 of cutting edge. Weight, which by the way, there is milling for weight reduction. Some beautiful milling for weight reduction. The weight on this guy coming in at 2.7 ounces. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful thing you've created here. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I will be carrying and using this before I review it. But what a beautiful object. A very knife-shaped object, right? No reinvention of the wheel when it comes to the profile. So if you're thinking that looks like the that blank, right? There's literally, if you can think of 10 knives, there's probably 1,000 that have a similar profile. As far as similar styling, no. Nope, 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 nope. This is absolutely gorgeous. Very unique in the styling. Very cool. Okay. I will link the Rob Johnson's knife website or knives website down in the description. Stay tuned for the full review after I've carried it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.